Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and Beautiful's Amber and Deacon back together again. Longtime fans of The Bold and the Beautiful and the Young and the Restless will never forget the drama and the romance that surrounded Deacon and Amber. The characters definitely had a special something that many had hoped to see more of. Though there have been various opportunities over the years to reunite the couple, it's never happened until now. Adrienne France posted a photo with Sean Kanan that left their fans begging for more. Amber and Deacon back together again. The former soap fave cheered, then asked, "Who misses this duo?" She reminded everyone that Amber and Deacon had been partners in crime for sure, and how the stars had appeared on 3 shows together, the 2 CBS soaps, plus NBC's Sunset Beach. It was so great seeing you yesterday, and for a great cause. The big reunion took place while both attended an event for Variety SoCal, which is dedicated to inspiring hope, enriching lives, and building a better future for children in Southern California. And fans had their own ideas on how the show could reunite their characters again in daytime. "Would love to see Amber battle it out with Sheila now that Deacon is her husband," Josh stated. "That would be a really cool way to have Sheila slow burn her way back to being a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Another round of Sheila versus Amber would be fantastic." And Paz Brown shared a sweet moment from the couple's past and suggested, "Bring on Amber, Deacon, and little Eric in his 20s. If you recall, little Eric was the son of Deacon and Amber's cousin Becky, and when Amber and Rick's baby was delivered stillborn, at her mother Tawny's persuasion, Amber switched the babies. When Rick learned the truth, he brought Deacon to town, hoping he'd sign over his rights to him so he could get custody. However, Rick's plan ended up backfiring, and not only did Deacon claim his son, he and Amber grew very close. What do you think? Would you like to see Amber return and reunite with Deacon on screen again? The Bold and the Beautiful has always thrived on explosive romances, unexpected twists, and fiery reunions. But nothing has prepared fans for the jaw-dropping revelation that Amber Moore and Deacon Sharp might be heading back into each other's arms. It's a reunion that has nostalgia written all over it, yet it feels fresher and more intense than ever. After years of heartbreak, scheming, and living separate lives, Amber and Deacon are once again orbiting each other's worlds, and the chemistry is undeniable. A dangerous spark rekindled. When Amber returned to Los Angeles, she wasn't expecting to run into Deacon. Their paths had been intertwined in the past, tangled with scandal, secrets, and forbidden love. Deacon was the quintessential bad boy, with a heart buried deep beneath layers of mischief, while Amber, though just as cunning, always seemed to have a softer side hidden under her ambition. Together, they were explosive, 2 broken souls who found comfort in each other's chaos. This time around, things are different. Both have grown, learned from their mistakes, and endured enough heartbreak to fill a dozen soap opera storylines. But when they lock eyes again, it's as if time has melted away. Amber's sharp wit and irresistible charm clash with Deacon's roguish confidence, creating that electric tension fans remember so well. Deacon's second chance at love. Deacon has been on a roller coaster of redemption. Once Ridge Forrester's nemesis and Brooke Logan's worst mistake, he's fought tooth and nail to prove he's more than just a schemer. His relationship with Sheila Carter had everyone questioning his sanity, but now that he's left the chaos behind, he's searching for something real. Amber, with her history of being misunderstood and judged harshly, might be the only woman who truly gets him. She doesn't judge his past, because she has one of her own. Amber knows what it's like to claw her way back from the brink of ruin. She's no stranger to scandal, having faced her share of betrayals, heartbreaks, and a long-standing rivalry with the Forresters. When Deacon looks at her, he doesn't see a fallen woman trying to prove herself. He sees the fighter she's always been, and that connection is powerful enough to bring them together again. Amber's inner conflict. Amber's return to Los Angeles was supposed to be about finding herself, maybe reconnecting with the fashion world she once ruled. The last thing she wanted was to dive headfirst into a romantic mess, especially with someone like Deacon. But she can't ignore the pull she feels every time they're in the same room. Part of her wonders if she's falling back into old habits. Is Deacon truly a changed man, or is he still the smooth-talking heartbreaker who once led her down a path of scandal? Amber knows she can't afford another heartbreak, but when Deacon smiles at her like she's the only woman in the world, her walls begin to crumble. The Forrester family's reaction. No Bold and the beautiful romance would be complete without the disapproving glares of the Forrester family. Brooke, Ridge, and the rest of the clan have had more than enough of Deacon's antics, and Amber's history with them isn't exactly stellar either. The idea of these two reuniting is enough to send shockwaves through the Forrester mansion. Brooke, in particular, will have plenty to say about Amber and Deacon rekindling their romance. After all, Brooke's own history with Deacon is complicated and scandalous, enough to make her wary of his every move. Ridge, always protective of his family's empire, won't hesitate to step in if he thinks Amber is using Deacon to climb back into the fashion world. But what the Forresters don't understand is that this isn't about scheming or manipulation. For once, Amber and Deacon are drawn together by something pure, a shared desire for redemption and love. A love worth fighting for. Amber and Deacon's reunion isn't just about romance, it's about second chances. Both characters have spent years being cast as the villains, the outsiders who could never quite fit into the glamorous world of the Forresters. Yet in each other, they find acceptance. Deacon loves Amber for who she is, flaws and all. Amber, in turn, believes in Deacon's capacity for change. Theirs is a love story built on fire and forgiveness. They know they can't rewrite the past, but they can create a future that's stronger because of everything they've endured. Every glance, every touch between them feels like a defiance of the world that's tried to keep them apart. Romance and rivalry. Of course, no soap opera romance is complete without a bit of rivalry. There are whispers that Deacon's connection with Hope Logan, his daughter with Brooke, could become a point of tension if Amber tries to insert herself into Hope's life. Hope has enough on her plate dealing with Liam's endless waffling and Thomas's obsession, and she might not be ready to welcome Amber with open arms.